India become a water-stressed economy in near future? Give evidences in support of your arguments. देखो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस में you actually do not have choice. आपको लिखना है yes, we will go towards. So इसमें डेटा क्या क्या होना चाहिए? Now before I start off, okay, absolutely, what does नीति आयोग say? What does WHO say? Okay, what is the level of India's groundwater? What type of consumption we have? वाटर स्ट्रेस इंडेक्स है आपके पास, चेन्नई का केस स्टडी है आपके पास, ओके फाइन. कोस्टल रीजन्स में वी हैव गॉट प्रॉब्लम्स, ठीक है. ग्लेशियर मेल्टिंग, द रिवर रेजिम्स विल बी इंपैक्टेड, करेक्ट. बैंगलोर विल रन ऑफ वाटर, मुंबई विल रन ऑफ वाटर, आउट ऑफ वाटर, एब्सोल्युटली. व्हाट अबाउट इंडस्ट्रियल वाटर डिमांड? प्लांटेशन क्रॉप्स हैं, एग्रीकल्चर, ठीक है. India is 13 among the world's 17 extremely water-stressed countries. And what about pollution? You must talk about pollution also. Now, how do you bring? Okay, ये आपको facts. So I'll suggest ना पहले rough में इसके facts लिख लो. Okay, the amount of water, if you know, okay, it is 4,000 BCM. In good parts of India, per capita water availability is less than 2,000 per year. ठीक है. Agriculture continues to be more than 90% of water usage. Correct? And for a healthy, good life, for a good life, it should be at least more than 3,500 होना चाहिए. 5,000 is the best. Mention that. ठीक है. Can we talk about that? Okay, we still have 80% dependence on groundwater in the rural areas, and the groundwater is now fast depleting. Northern plains mein, in the extreme summers, the water table can fall by more than 2 meters. That's a very rapid fall. Talk about that. 70% of the major rivers downstream are highly polluted. India's ultimate irrigation potential is 140 million hectares. Okay, and we already are, okay, in the range of 110 ho chuka hai. And climate change can restrict our water usage to about 120 million hectares. You can talk about Brahmaputra water diversion because of Chinese construction and infrastructure. They're diverting the water towards northern China. ये issue है हमारे पास. Nepal, most of the northern rivers, okay, are across the borders. There is a geopolitical angle in water security. Don't miss out that. Okay, India and Bangladesh ka sharing. India, 140 million hectares is India's ultimate irrigation potential. तो ये facts आपके पास है आपके पास. You know these facts. And you know some facts about water pollution? Water pollution में heavy metal, cadmium pollution, mercury pollution. We have got arsenic pollution. We also have bacterial contamination. We have got fluoride. इतना पता है तो बहुत है यार. Cadmium heavy. Okay, these are in areas of industrial pollution. Arsenic, good parts of UP, Bengal has arsenic. Bacterial contamination, almost all the major rivers of India. Yamuna is almost dead after Wazirabad, आपका जो barrage है. Okay, fluoride contamination, northern plains में भी है, Nalgonda में भी है. Yeah, fertilizer, absolutely. Fertilizer, agriculture, pop. Yes. So pollution problem pata hai. Now, if I have this much of content, drinking water, irrigation water, contamination and pollution, problems of groundwater, okay, and in recent times you also have rapidly receding glaciers. We also have problems of increased monsoon variability. Again, this has resulted in changing river regimes. Yeah, इतना अगर पता है आपको Now your answer is on. Now see how I designed the answer. Okay. Now watch out. So introduction with 115, 118 centimeters of rain and about 4,000 BCM of rainfall by volume, India is often categorized as a wet country on an average. However, India has very high variations and seasonal fluctuations in water and in river regimes. Okay. India is land and water based economy, and India has high water dependence, and therefore fluctuations in water availability and in water resources can impact and make India into a water stressed economy. You can shorten this. Okay, I'm just giving you verbatim, spontaneously short कर सकते हो. That देखने में तो लग रहा है कि India has lot of water. This was the idea I'm trying to convey. But there are variations, seasonal fluctuations. India में it is largely land water based economy. We've got tremendous amount of water dependence. So any amount of variations can always make India into a water stressed economy. Okay. Now, can I draw a map of India and can I tell what type of water problems we have? So coastal regions mein, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, I can talk about groundwater contamination by sea water intrusion. बता सकते हैं? Okay. Ganga river, I can say, okay, a river water contamination because of industrial pollution. I can take a color and maybe shade it like this. And I say, okay, areas of rapid groundwater decline. Okay, I can hatch parts of Himalayas and say Himalayan hydrological decline because of climate change and glacier melt. Okay, I can talk about this Deccan traps and depleting groundwater because of sugarcane cultivation. Okay, I can write this as a depiction of India's water crisis in different regions. You can detail it, okay? Aapki marzi hai. You can always talk about, okay, Telangana region. This is chronic drought regions of India. Punjab and Haryana, you can talk about contamination, agricultural and industrial contamination in Punjab and Haryana. Rajasthan के पास में उदयपुर में Pali village, again, a town hai rather, very high contamination because of industrial effluents. Okay? So, ज़्यादा नहीं, 4, 5, 6. At least give a sense that, okay, I know where the pollution is. Okay? So, then you start off. In recent times, while water demand has increased dramatically, water availability and water quality, suitability have both been dramatically compromised. Across India, we now have challenges related to water shortages, agriculture droughts, and also drinking water supply constraints. Some of the reasons and incidences of such water crisis is as below. Okay, so 30-40 words में आपने एक छोटा सा शुरुआत कर लिया. Number 1. So 4-5 points, not more than that. One will be fluctuating monsoons, increasing variability because of climate change. Okay, so we have late onset, early withdrawal, monsoon ke variations has increased by more than it's about 15%. So keep it in a range. Okay, 15 to 20% बढ़ गया है variability because of increasing temperature. We have got increasing incidences of El Nino, Enso cycles, and this has impacted agriculture. Okay, droughts have increased in India. Okay, fluctuating monsoons is one. Second is increase in groundwater based irrigation. यहाँ कहेंगे कि the two main groundwater provinces have been Northern Plains and have been the Deccan Traps. Northern Plains, Punjab, Haryana, there has been increased utilization because of Green Revolution, and Deccan Traps, we have got sugarcane cultivation. This has now very unreliable groundwater. Okay, so we have got water intensive agriculture has suffered. So sugarcane suffer kiya hai, cotton suffer kiya hai, rice, Punjab, Haryana, it has suffered. We again have increased droughts. We have collapsing aquifers. You can show a map here. Third, coastal regions. Mention brackish water aquaculture. Overdrawing, Tamil Nadu ka batao. Talk about Kerala. Kerala mein contamination bhi hai. Talk about that. Coastal regions mein we have impacted. Okay. Fourth, water contamination. Okay. So isme aap likhna वैसे ही. Okay, that while the quantum of water is declining, we are also contaminating water resources. You can always talk about contamination because of industrial pollution. Give examples here. Contamination because of sewage discharge. And we also have problems of geogenic contamination. Anybody knows what is geogenic contamination? It is because of the natural geological factors, the fluoride. Both fluoride and arsenic are partly because of geogenic factors. Okay? And industrial pollution, heavy metals, mercury. Okay, we have got petrochemicals, leather industries. Okay, so we are impacting. So this type is impacting where? Northern Plains में बहुत ज़्यादा impact है. I said Telangana. Mining regions, all the mining regions that we have, there are problems of water contamination. Okay? So this is contamination. So I've discussed 4 points. And you can also talk about drinking water problems. So there is a conflict between domestic versus industrial usage. We have got domestic versus agriculture usage, and domestic drinking water requires infrastructure. Domestic drinking water requires adequate storage and water purification. So India mein both rural and urban areas are water stressed. Okay, urban areas mein we have got 30 to 40% of water dependence met by illegal groundwater pumps. Okay, we do not have reliable piped water connection in all urban areas and all rural areas of India. Abhi bhi 30-40% are still illegal pumps. Okay, now you can always talk about IPCC reports. We have got reports by India's water ministry. We can talk about water stress index. All point towards India and tropical regions, okay, having a severe water stress in the future. You could have added one discussion on irrigation. वो आप ऐड कर सकते थे. I should have mentioned that. You could have added 1 point. जैसे ये वाला आपका point number 4 था. You could have added 1 point. Number 5. This is more towards conclusion. इसके पहले point 5 में you can always talk about how India's irrigation potential is limited. So 140 million hectare is our potential, and groundwater and surface water both are now at their margins. Okay, so we'll have to look for crops which are less water intensive. Okay? And finally, you can talk about conclusion. You can say yes, based on the above. So India is a water stressed. The reports that suggest Bangalore will be severely impacted. The solutions lies in rainwater harvesting. Solution lies in water user charges. Okay? Developing water efficient agriculture. So micro irrigation. Finish the answer on those lines. Okay? Thereafter, you can take up what examples you want to take up, not a problem. Precision agriculture, हर खेत को पानी, प्रधानमंत्री कृषि सिंचाई योजना, go on. Watershed development programs, whatever you know. You have got Atal Bhujal Yojana. You have got groundwater mapping. ठीक है? So water के round में whatever programs you know, mention some of them. You are done.